It's a failure of management, of team building. You cannot stay the same year after year and expect to be anywhere where you were before. Hello everyone, it's Everything Buzz City here, back again with another video. And today, I have a very special video for you guys. This is not a game recap. Well, it kind of is. It's my takeaways from the Boston Celtics game. If you didn't know, I'll just keep you up to speed. We lost by like 30 points almost, basically. We got absolutely demolished. Just a terrible game all around. Couple key notes. We almost had 25 turnovers. We shot 14% from 3 and 42% from the field. So that basically explains everything you need to know about this game. Oh, and LaMelo Ball had 5 turnovers and played his worst game I've ever seen him play since starting watching this team in 2021. This is not the big takeaway from this game, though. While I was watching this game, I realized this team is not ready. Just straight up not ready. And you might be saying, EBC, this is too early. It's just a preseason game, man. No. Well, first of all, the Celtics played all their starters. We played all our starters. When our starters were on the court, they were outscored by 22 points. That's what happened. You know, our starters got absolutely demolished. Our entire team got demolished, but in particularly our starters, which have looked good so far. We don't have the depth of these great teams. We don't have the talent of these great teams. And it's very hard for me to sit here and say, can I put this team above the Magic? No. I think Franz and Pablo are going to kill it. And they're going to continue to grow. And they're going to be in the discussion for a play-in. Are we better than Hawks? No. Ice Tray Game is an Atlanta Hawk. No. Above the Knicks? No. The Nets? No. So there's not really... You're looking like a 10th, 9th seed right now. And really it's contingent on Miles Bridges. And Miles Bridges, I don't see it happening. You know, there's too many questions with him. Why should I put my faith into a man who has failed to do basic human shit? Basic. Like, hey, let's not hit my baby mother in front of my own child. Let's just not do that. You know, he's just failed to do basic things. So you gotta move on from him. And let's say we are competitive. Get lucky, right? Miles Bridges comes back, plays really good. You are now in a position where you have to pay him. You have to. And that's not going to look good. Miles Bridges is not a guy who's going to move the needle unless new ownership is looking to make a huge splash in the offseason. And what I would do is, if you struggle, right? If you play good, you play good, okay? Let's go with the punches and we full sail it. But if you don't, which is, to me, where I think this team is going, I think this team, without a Miles Bridges case drags on, you're a 32-50 record. With him, you'll be lucky if you get a 40-42 record. That's what you're looking at, you know. And there's a power forward in this draft class that I think is going to be really great. I think there's two guys that I got tied for first on my big board already. I am doing a little bit of research already, boys, because I think this is going to be the type of team that's going to struggle. The league has gotten so much better from 2021, and we've just stayed stagnant. It's disgusting. It's a failure of ownership. It's a failure of management, of team building. You cannot stay the same year after year and expect to be anywhere where you were before. It's just insanity. It's insanity. It's literally insane. You don't have the talent. You don't. So get more talent. Like how is that difficult to understand? It's not. It's really not. But they're in limbo right now, man. I forget what I was saying there, but so there's 2 prospects tied number 1 on my big board. It is Alexander Sarr, which I think you go above because of position. Power forward, 7'1", 210 pounds, does absolutely everything on the basketball court. He jumps out, he blocks shots, he has some sort of post game. He is an excellent defender. He can shoot the 3, right? He can do everything on the basketball court. And then you have Ron Holland, who's had comparisons to LeBron James. I mean, 6'8", 6'9", small forward. That would be insane tandem, and kind of like a Miles Bridges type of build for him. But those are really my two. You got the white kid, Berzelis, I believe is his name. I can't remember. But 6'10", small forward / shooting guard. There's a bunch of talent. Isaiah Collier, the USC kid. There's a lot of talent. There's 5 dudes that I'm looking at. I'm saying, hey, these guys are can't miss. These guys are can't miss. These are guys who are going to change your franchise. We're going to be really good players, at floor starter caliber players. Already, I'm looking at those dudes. So I'd rather go through a little bit of suffering earlier. Right now, you're still not in the LaMelo Ball era. Okay, you're not there. To be the era, right? So I'll use this as an example. Shaq and Kobe. What era were they in? Were they in Kobe's era or were they in Shaq's era? They were in Shaq's era. Okay? It wasn't until Shaquille O'Neal got outed, left, there was a bridge there. They went with Kobe. Did they keep the same core? No. It was a full reshuffle, and it took years for Kobe to even get to that level of being competitive again. Like, Mitch Kupchak was a part of that front office. I think Mitch Kupchak was not the actual GM, but he was an assistant, basically. And this little story time right here. I've done a little bit of research, boys, so you might find this interesting. So this was during 2008, 2009. This was years of Kobe Bryant playing like an MVP statistically, but the success team-wise was not there. I believe he carried them to playoffs, but really didn't do much in there. But anyways, let me get on point. So Mitch Kupchak was some sort of GM there. This is the moment when Kobe Bryant basically went to the media and said, I want to be traded. You know, if things don't change. And a reporter asked him a question like, what grade do you give the front office? He said an F. And after he said that, that's when they basically stole chips from Memphis. Like, they traded Kwame Brown, a couple first-round picks for Paul Gasol, which ended up leading to a championship for the Lakers. And I say that because it wasn't until Shaq left, Rick Fox was out that year or so, Gary Payton went on to the Heat, right? Karl Malone, I'm sorry, let's not say his name. That guy, he left, retired, okay? Right now you still have the core of, well, it's not really, like, they haven't really done much, but, you know, the core of that team was Terry Rozier and Gordon Hayward, and the expectation Gordon Hayward could get back to what he was in Utah, which he wasn't, which was ridiculous to expect because he had probably one of the worst looking injuries I've ever seen. It was up there with D-Rose. Just amazing that he's been able to come back, and he averaged almost 20 points per game his first year here. But just wins-wise, there wasn't a lot of success with those two. So until those two are either out of the... I mean, you can keep guys from your core. Like, I think Terry Rozier will be a serviceable starter for a playoff team. But Gordon Hayward, you have to move on from him. And it's not going to be until next year either one or two of those happen. Or the trade deadline. So, this is just an interesting conversation I had going on in my head. And I ran through it with a couple of the guys that were in the live stream of this game. I do live streams whenever the games do come live. I come on here, have a little monitor right here. I watch the games. And you guys watch the games while you're watching the games. There's a lot going on there, but it's to have you guys here to enjoy. Or I could switch it up, guys, where we do live post-game recaps. Just let me know what you guys would like to do, because those are a ton of fun. So anyways, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, share the video with a friend. We're at 77 subscribers. Let's hit 80. Come on. We just need three of you guys. 3 new viewers that watch this full video, let me know that you watched the whole thing by hitting the subscribe button. We have a lot of fun over here. Just stick around, man. You know, I talk about Charlotte Hornets. I talk about teams around the NBA. Talk about news and sports that I find interesting, and this was just something that I decided to talk about. Anyways, this is Everything Buzz City here. I'm out. Peace, guys.